Hello Avengers! Are you exhausted and looking for the best place to sleep in Changi Airport? This video is for you. I'll show you all the best spots from free lounges, premium lounges, transit hotels where you can get a well-deserved rest. Let's begin. Let's start with the free options because who doesn't like free stuff? I also don't have budget for this video. Our first free options are the public lounges. At the public lounges, you'll find this kind of cushion chairs. They are very comfortable, very easy to sleep in. If you want to lie all the way down, there are these long sofas, but they are very popular, so you may need some luck. Although these public lounges are free and reasonably comfortable, the biggest downside is that it's public, so there's a lot of people walking around. Some might be watching videos or their TV dramas on their iPad, or even talking on the phone on loudspeaker. In short, it can get noisy, which makes it a bad place to rest. For a better quality sleep, head down to the snooze lounges. Excuse me. Hi, alarm? They must be really tired. Changi Airport has this designated sleeping spots called the snooze lounge. It's too hard to talk. You'll find these luxurious reclining chairs, long enough to stretch your legs all the way out while you doze off. These are even dedicated quiet space with signs warning users to keep it down. And they are also free to use. Now, let me summarize the best places to sleep by terminals. If you're coming from Terminal 1, from the immigration gate, there's a big sitting area in front of Louis Vuitton. But don't sit here because there's a way better spot. Instead, take a right turn and then take the first escalator on the left. Here you can find a combination of the reclining chairs and some of the sofas. But the very annoying thing is, there's this TV that's blasting news all over the place. So for an even better sleeping spot, go towards where the prayer room is at. And then you turn in there. But if these are all full, there are also public lounges to the left of the immigration gate, nearer to the C gates. So from Louis Vuitton, take a left turn instead and you'll find the first public lounge. If it's also full, there's a second one further down near the Lily Garden. For Terminal 2, hands down, the E gates have the best sleeping areas. Follow the signs towards the E gates. If you like the sound of a large, serene area full of sofas and snooze lounges beside a nice water garden, head to E5. But don't stop there, because further down you'll find an even better sleeping spot. Possibly my favoriteest in the whole of Changi Airport. This is the quietest and the dimmest lit sleeping area. One time, I transited here for 7 hours and I was comfortable throughout. All these are yours at gate E11. The best part about this spot is that it's so isolated. So, apart from occasional big arrivals, you're guaranteed the quietest environment for sleeping. If you're coming from Terminal 3, past the immigration gate, take a left turn at Louis Vuitton. Just take note, this is a different Louis Vuitton from T1. Both has Louis Vuitton right outside the immigration gate. Here, you'll find a small area of public lounge and a row of snooze lounge. But these fill up very fast because there's not many seats available. Your next best spot is to the right of the Louis Vuitton. Here you can find more sofas and sitting areas. It's also just beside the butterfly garden. So if you're having trouble sleeping, you can go and count the butterflies. One caveat is there's a playground here, so just hope that there is no noisy children playing here while you're trying to sleep. If you're coming in via Terminal 4, past the immigration gate, just keep walking into the terminal and find the first escalator to get up to level 2M. The snooze lounge will be on your left. However, as T4 is a very small terminal, space might be very limited. On the bright side, the transit gates in T4 are full of sofas and sitting areas, so you might still find a space to rest. While you recharge, your devices can also charge because there are all these power points all over the place. Come on, there you go. However, a word of caution, although the airport is generally safe, It's best to conceal your electronics while they are charging and keep a lookout for them so that it's not too tempting for thieves who are looking for their next victim. As I always say, don't tempt the devil. The biggest challenge with the public launch and the snooze launch is that they are first come, first serve. That means if it's occupied, then you're out of luck. Your next best option is to pay a little bit of money and visit the pay-per-use launch or the transit hotels. In the paid lounges, such as the Changi launch or the Ambassador launch, after paying the initial entrance fee, you get access to an exclusive area full of comfortable seatings and most of the time, free-flow refreshments. Most of these lounges also offer an option to rent a private sleeping area. This is where you can lie down and take a nap. Generally, the entry price is about $15 to $20 per hour for 3-hour blocks, and the sleeping option will cost you additional $20 to $30 per hour. The private napping room at Ambassador Transit Lounge needs to be rented at 6-hour blocks. These lounges also have paid shower facilities. So give or take, you're gonna spend about $30 to $40 to sleep at these paid lounges. I feel that at this price point, you might as well go to the transit hotels. This is where you can get a greater amount of privacy and comfort because you get your own private room with an attached bathroom. If you like to launch at a swimming pool and watch airplanes fly by overhead, check out Aerotel because if you rent a room with them, you also get a free access to their rooftop swimming pool. The prices vary, so I'll just leave a link for you to check it out. I really recommend taking a shower before your next flight because nothing feels better than being clean and fresh before getting into another plane. Do you want to sleep like a baby while waiting for your next flight? I have some pro tips for you. First, bring a neck pillow for extra comfort. These standard neck pillows that you can find anywhere can make sleeping on any chair more comfortable. Except this one, because it doesn't have like a headrest. And you know, sometimes you can't get to a place that's quiet enough to comfortably sleep, and your neighbors might be driving a truck while they sleep. So, these things might be a game changer to your sleeping experience. Pack some of these earplugs to block out all those unwanted noise, which might make the difference between a restful sleep and a waking nightmare. To complete your set, bring an eye mask. Seriously, with this gear, I can sleep anywhere. But before you sleep, to avoid missing your flight, make sure to check the flight information and set an alarm with vibration on so that you can wake up to catch your flight. Really, with these earplugs, it can get a little bit difficult to wake up just from the sound of your ringtone. Also, if the sleeping spots in your terminal is full, feel free to go to another terminal to have a rest, especially my favoritist E11 snooze lounges. The whole transit area in Changi Airport is very accessible, except for T4. So just get to the best sleeping area that you can find and rest easy that you will catch your next flight. The safe buffer is to be at your gate half an hour before boarding time, except if you're flying off from T4. In that case, reserve some more buffer time because T4 is off-site and is only accessible via a shuttle bus with a weird one-way route that only goes from T1 to T3 then T4. Yeah, it doesn't even go to T2, which unfortunately is my favorite sleeping spot. And another essential advice is to stay hydrated. There's this drinking water fountain that you can find all around the place, usually nearby the toilet areas. It looks like this. Very easy to use. You just tap this and drink. If you have a water bottle, even better, you can refill here. However, if you are going into your gate, don't refill your bottle because there is another security checkpoint in which you have to dispose all liquids above 100 ml. But don't worry, there's another water dispenser inside the gate. Now that you're freshened up, check out this next video to find out where is the best places to explore in Singapore. I'll see you there. Good night.